He's the third man! No, wait, around about 30 years out of date. But we do have a brand new question to answer in 2021 because Big Show, or now known as Paul Wight, walked out AEW Dynamite and he told us that All Elite Wrestling has made a Hall of Fame worthy signing, and we're going to find out who this is on Sunday at Revolution. This has sent the internet wild, understandably, but do not forget, the actual reveal may be the Big Show, Paul Wight himself, because he's always going from face to heel and heel to face, and when he arrived on Dynamite, he was a good guy, so now maybe to become the ultimate bad guy, he'll get a microphone and go, ha ha ha, it was me, Austin, it was me, all... I've done it again. On a more serious note, who the hell is this? I mean, I don't know, but we are here on YouTube, and you know what we do on YouTube. We speculate until we can't speculate no more. So indeed, here are 5 wrestlers that may just fit this bill and may be about to debut in AEW Dynamite. In at number 5 is me. That's right, it's me. Around about a year ago, I had like a 3-second appearance on AEW Dynamite, and the other day, my mother told me, Simon, I think you are Hall of Fame worthy. She didn't say that. She said I was a waste, and she said I was a disappointment. It was a really sad day. All that is made up. It's just a stupid joke, and I'm sorry. The real number 5 is Christian, the man who, of course, made his professional wrestling return around about a month ago at the Royal Rumble. Now, who the hell knows who he's signed to and who he's not signed to, and if he has a Legends deal and he doesn't have a Legends deal. But all I'm aware of is that he did make this big comeback at that pay-per-view, and I thought it was sublime. And now, here we are weeks later, and he hasn't done a thing. I assumed this was going to be like Edge and we were going to start throwing him into as many matches as possible. And of course, there's every chance that Christian doesn't want to do this. And he has said, no, thank you, WWE. That's not for me. But it also could be the case that Christian's like, man, I'm rocked and ready to go. And WWE's like, well, I'm really sorry, awesome Christian, who everybody wants to see. We don't have anything for you. So if that is the case and he is cleared and he is ready to go and WWE doesn't want him going to AEW would be flipping Fabu. And he absolutely is Hall of Fame worthy. He's not in the WWE Hall of Fame, and that is just stupid. And it would be a brilliant signing because as soon as the door is open, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you all of a sudden have these dream matches at your doorstep. And also, he's one of these people that I would imagine not everyone's going to go, I can't believe it, not a WWE guy, because everybody loves Captain Charisma. He's just the best. Finally, John Moxley in a recent interview even said if AEW can get Christian, they should go and get Christian. So there you go. And I just thought I was doing the stupid 5-hand thingy earlier. Maybe it's Booker T. Moving on to number 4, and this one is just looking at you right in the face, is the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. Once again, just so the comments don't get mad, yes, maybe he's under a Legends deal, maybe he's not under a Legends deal. I don't know, I'm not Kurt Angle. And to be fair, I'm not 100% sure if I want to see him wrestle, because last time he did do it, he just looked like he was in pain, and I don't want anyone to be hurt. But there is a position waiting for him, and that comes in the form of being somebody's manager. AEW has proven time and time again they have no problem bringing in famous faces from the past, but most of the guys they have, like Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, and Jake Roberts, they're from an era before the era, so maybe now we should move it forward into that last era and do something with Kurt Angle. Because yeah, given that the Attitude Era is the era, and now let's never say the word era again, if you did team up Angle with anybody on your roster, I think it gives them instant credibility, especially if they are a young up-and-comer. You also have the added benefit that you may pick a few new viewers up because Kurt Angle's on your show. Look at his recent podcast, it went to number 1 with a bullet. And yes, just to double down on it, I don't think it would be the best idea to have him as an in-ring competitor, but also, once again, I am not Kurt Angle, I don't know what state he's in, it should be up for him to decide. And let's not pretend there aren't matches over there that we'd all go crazy for. I mean, Kurt Angle versus Kenny Omega, what's that? I gotta spend $50 on a pay-per-view? I would pay it. Also, just randomly too, imagine he became the leader of the Dark Order or whatever you want to do with it. I think that kind of chemistry and relationship would be great. In at number 3, Rob Van Dam. I thought it was interesting that he did leave Impact recently, seemingly with nowhere to go. And never forget, wherever Rob Van Dam does turn up, people just gravitate towards him. It happened in ECW, it happened in WWE, it happened when he went to TNA. He is like Newton's third law of motion. And sure, that may not be as, oh my gosh, worthy as some other people in this list, but despite being 50 years old, how is Rob Van Dam 50? that man can still go. And yeah, he's not as quick as he used to be because Mother Nature gets us all and whoops our ass, but you can put him in the ring with pretty much anyone you can think of and he will give you a decent damn match. You also have the fact that he is free and available, or as far as I know that's the case, which is why anyone going, it's gotta be John Cena, really just has to calm down and go and look in the mirror. I'm 99% sure John Cena is under contract to WWE, and also he just wouldn't do it. He's basically in love with Vince McMahon, so it ain't happening. So who comes in at number 2? This one, I admit, is a little bit of an off one, a little bit out of left field, but it's more fun to kind of do this, and it kind of takes the last 2 entries and pushes them together. I am talking about Ken Shamrock. Now, you certainly could say that he's had a Hall of Fame career when it comes to pro wrestling, but when you look at his entire career, that is certainly Hall of Fame worthy. And do not forget, what did Paul Wight say? Did he say Wrestling Hall of Fame? No, he did not. He just said Hall of Fame. So all of a sudden, Ken Shamrock starts to tick some boxes. I'm not sure how exactly he does fit into the AEW structure, but yeah, look at it like this. He could do what Kurt Angle would do and manage someone and give them credibility, but also I saw him in Impact. Despite being like 55 years old, the man can still move, and again, yes, not as fast as he was able to, so maybe he could be part RVD and part Kurt Angle. I don't know, I'm just letting things come out of my mouth. I do like Shamrock as well. I want to make that very clear. He has stuck to his character from day one. I'm a crazy guy that has like anger management problems, and if you piss me off, I'm gonna lock you in an ankle lock while going, he's good. Which brings us to number 1, and honestly, there's just so many. Like, Pat McAfee could be the guy. And you're like, Simon, Pat McAfee has a Hall of Fame career. Yes, but he would say that he's had a Hall of Fame career, so that would generate heat almost instantly. And also, for some reason, him and Cody Rhodes were going back and forth recently. And there's even somebody like Carlito. Once again, you're like, Simon, that doesn't fit the bill. The dude used to spit apple in people's face. Hall of Fame. You also have Batista, but given that he responded to a tweet asking him about this, saying, man, one day maybe people will actually understand that when you say retirement in wrestling, it means something, so we can probably put that under the bed sheets. And then, yes, there's The Rock or Brock Lesnar. It's not gonna happen. I am going to grow hair out of my head before that happens. We just have to accept it. So let's go with the boring and obvious one, CM Punk. And I know that's dull as dishwater in terms of speculation because we just say it all the time, but who would be better and who would generate more buzz than getting him back involved with wrestling? I'll just sit here and you're not going to be able to come up with anybody. There's not. Unless you bring somebody back from the dead, which you're not going to do, it's not a thing, CM Punk is the answer. Because he brings people to the project, he brings you dream matches, and once more, the internet would just melt down. He still has this power, and if he did debut on Sunday, all you would see on Monday is article after article and video after video. Hell, I'd probably be responsible for around about 42 of them. All of this has been a great tease from AEW though, and they've got me massively invested, and as another alternative to number 1, maybe it's Thea Trinidad. It may not be Hall of Fame caliber as some people expect, but she could go on to have a Hall of Fame caliber career. And also, this is professional wrestling. It's all hype, 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 and you just say whatever you want to try and promote the thing. The point is, getting her into All Elite Wrestling would be good for the women's division, so just do it. Also, let's not forget others in that bracket too. I mean, maybe it's a Trish Stratus, maybe it's a Lita, maybe it's a Molly Holly, maybe it's a Gail Kim. I will take any of those women having a fight with any of the women in AEW and enjoy it very much. And you could also say when it does come to these kind of characters, the men's division already has a lot of them, so why not start filling out the women's division with the same thing? We don't have to worry about AEW not pushing young guys. They've already proven that's part of their MO. And now what I want you to do is forget everything that I've just said and remember one name, and that of course is Repo Man. I know Barry Darsow is free. He is 100% ready, so somebody pick up the phone and get Repo Man in All Elite Wrestling. I bet you're really glad you hang around for me to say that. Now, of course, please do get down in those comments. It's time for you to start speculating. What name do you want this to be? And also, what name do you think it's going to be? Then like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Head over to WhatCulture.com and read yourself some articles. Follow WhatCulture on social media. Just search for the name. And there's videos around my head. Why are they there? They're there so you click them and watch another. My name is Simon from WhatCulture. I am pumped for AEW Revolution, now mostly to find out who this is. Because deep down in my bones, I don't really have a clue.